Hello and welcome to Quintessential Comix, episode 2, with special guest, Maurice Vellekoop. We got a great interview lined up. We got news, we got upcoming events, we got new releases, we got it all here on Quintessential Comix. So thanks for joining us today, and enjoy the show. Today in the studio we got Maurice Vellekoop. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So you got a new comic coming out, The World of Gloria Badcock, issue 1. You guys are having a special release party for that next week, and I'm very fortunate to have this interview before it even comes out. So how do you feel about the comic, you know?
No, I'm thrilled with it. It's been a long in the making, about a year's work, sort of in between other projects and stuff. But yeah, I'm thrilled with it. When I first got it back from the printer, I was like, oh, I wish I had changed this and that, and then after a couple of days, I just got over it, and I'm completely in love with it now. So
awesome. Yeah, no, I find whenever I do any sort of work, at the end, there's always these things you can nitpick at, but it's at the end. You just got to be happy with it, you know?
Yeah, and let it go too.
Yeah. So like, it's been a long time coming. You haven't done a comic in over 10 years. So how does it feel coming back to comics?
Great. Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm going to the Brooklyn Comic Book Fair in actually next week with the publisher. So I'm very excited about that. I've never been to that before, and apparently it's kind of hard to get in. So it's going to be great.
No, I've heard really good things about that one. So you're going through your publisher, Koyama Press?
Yeah, and Koyama. Yeah.
So how was working on comics compared to your usual illustration?
Yeah, well, it was arduous. I mean, it's so much work, as you know. I'm sure anyone who talks about comics will talk about that. And that's part of the reason I stopped a long time ago, because I found that I enjoyed just making pictures more. And then in the last year or so, I've started drawing them again, and I've sort of become interested in the whole idea of writing and writing with pictures, and so yeah, it's kind of interested me again.
Sweet. In the past, you've done work with many amazing publishers and magazines, and in particular, I noticed you did some work in '94 with Vogue, and they sent you to Paris for Fashion Week. Like, that sounds amazing. How was it?
It was wild. Yeah, it was sort of like stepping inside the television, because all these people that you see on television, I was meeting and being introduced to and visiting their their workshops and stuff like that, and then Vogue commissioned this 8-page comic strip for the sort of reportage on the Fashion Week. So yeah, it was amazing, unheard of.
Yeah, were there any like really crazy stories you could share on air, or is it sort of like hush hush now? I don't know. It's been a while.
I mean, most of the material is in the story, which has been published in a couple places.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just was very surreal, like meeting people that are very familiar from television and from magazines and just media, you know.
That's really cool. Yeah, you guys should check out the comic. It's in Velavision. Yeah, so in Gloria Badcock and a lot of your work, it's very sexually explicit. And, some people choose specifically to go down that route, and some people it just sort of happens. How did that happen for you?
Well, I've always been interested in sex. And I don't know, I grew up in a very strict religious community, and I feel like I got instilled with a lot of weird, bad, mixed up attitudes about sex. And also being a gay person, it was very difficult too. The church that I went to didn't accept gay people. And so part of my mission, in a way, is I think that when you show sex with humor, I think it's very disarming for people. And that laughter can make it easier for people to look at and to accept, and to maybe you're even influencing their fantasies by what you draw. So I think there's sort of like a kind of a mission going on there with what I'm trying to do.
And you know what? If that's what you're trying to do, you're doing it well. Because personally, I've never really been comfortable talking about sex, just because it's like, you know, like one of those things you don't talk about. Except now that I'm older, I'm in a sexually active relationship. I have little sisters, and they're just like, talk to us about this stuff. We want to know. And I'm just like, what am I supposed to say?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we live in this society that supposedly embraces it and celebrates it all over the place, like in advertising and books and magazines and film. And yet there's still a lot of hang-ups out there, and a lot of people who are very uncomfortable with it too. So I think that when you can approach it in a lighthearted way, and a less sort of in your face kind of way, I think it makes it easier for people.
Yeah, it certainly does. And I felt that when I read the comics, you know, because like this is, you know, like at first like, oh, this is weird, but I'm laughing at the same time, so who cares, you know? And I sort of use that when I'm talking to my little sister, being all like, so this is sex.
So are you gonna give
it's
her
funny.
A copy?
Am I gonna give her a copy? I don't know if I'm gonna go that far.
You don't know if she's ready for robot sex.
No, maybe not yet. Maybe not the alien sex either. So yeah, in Gloria Badcock, well, in Vellavision, when we are first introduced to Gloria Badcock, you know, she's got these outer space escapades and these underwater sexual escapades. What can we expect in the world of Gloria Badcock?
Well, the main story concerns time travel. So Gloria now has a gay best friend named Dr. Cornelius, and he's an inventor, and he's invented this time machine. And so Gloria and the Doctor travel back in time to the eve of the French Revolution, where they go to a party and they meet some people, and they go off and have some adventures with them. And in the morning, you hear this roar coming from the streets, and it's the crowds who are about to storm the Bastille. And so Gloria and the Doctor have to figure out a way to escape from the 18th century. Like
this whole dinner and sexual escapade thing was fun, but this whole revolution, we don't want a part of it.
We're not into it.
Yeah. No, let's get back to the publishing business. What else? Oh, you've got some lovely pen-ups here, and I do love your art style. Can you tell me like what sort of art influences you?
Yeah, well, I've always been interested in all kinds of art, and I was very lucky to grow up in a house that had a lot of art books. My dad was a janitor, but he was from European descent, and he was very interested in, not even interested, passionate about high culture. So we got taken to the symphony. We went to the art gallery all the time, and I grew up with all these art books. Like before I could read, I was looking at books about Hieronymus Bosch and Bruegel, and all this twisted stuff went in me really at a young age. And I have to sort of leave it open as to whether it's good or bad. I think it was great, and I feel lucky that I basically sort of knew art history before I could talk. Really, I mean, I didn't know all the names and everything, but I knew the chronology and everything. So now I'm lost. Where were we?
We're just talking.
Yeah.
I asked you about your influences.
Right. So yeah, so obviously art history, high culture, but then I also have an older sister who's a very talented artist, and she was very interested in commercial art, and she had her own giant collection of commercial art books, like Illustrator annuals and magazines on graphics and stuff like that. And so I raided her collection as well, and was really inspired by that. So I have I think I like high art really a lot too, but I also love sort of popular culture and commercial art really a lot. And a lot of the images in the pinups book are sort of homages to both. I noticed there's a Spock in there. There is a Spock, yes. Yeah, big Star Trek fan when I was a kid, especially Mr. Spock.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I personally love Janeway because she was like badass woman captain. But now we're just going off on a tangent here. So Gloria Badcock, it's on the shelves next week.
Yeah.
We've got the release party on Tuesday. We're all really excited about that. I'm going to be there. It's going to be awesome.
Excellent, yeah.
And yeah, so guys, check it out. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Maurice.
My pleasure. Really nice to meet you.
All right, guys, I got your comic news for this week. First off, there's an Image Comic Con going on. It's been put on by the creators of Image Comics, obviously. And it's basically focusing on creator-made comics. So we're going to have a lot of well-known names. We've got Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead. We've got Todd McFarlane, Spawn, yeah. Brian Vaughan of Y the Last Man fame. And John Hickman, who did Fantastic Four. And basically, this is just going to be their first con that's coming up. It's going to be in Oakland, California. And if you're in the area, which you may be, I don't know, it's an national thing, pod thing. You know, you might want to check it out. Buy a ticket, dress up as your favorite Image character, or just go and be drunk somehow. All right, and in this week's... I don't know what that was. Something just happened. I missed that. This week in Dead Not Dead news, who is it? It's Human Torch. Human Torch was dead and is dead. But this week, as you'll find out, it's been released today, which is actually yesterday when you're watching it today. You'll find out. You can read it because it's in the comic book. He gets... I'm not going to say it. I'm going to motion with my hands because that's what happens, but I'm not going to say it. He's back, and it's issue number 600 of the dudes with the Thor and the Fantasticness and yeah, costumes. They're laughing at me. They're laughing. Yeah, and Marvel news. Marvel news, kind of sad. Serious cuts. They're actually killing off part of Marvel. They bring back the Human Torch, but they're killing off a lot of staff members and different types of comics. In the past 2 weeks, there have been 8 series that have been canceled, including. Hold on, let's cut here. All right, we're back, and it's Alpha Flight is one of the ones that's been canceled. This is sorry. We're good. All right, it's Canadian superheroes, so we no longer have Canadian representation. Thanks a lot, guys. I guess it's because nobody was buying it because nobody really cares. But hey, all right, that's fun. Yeah, and they're doing that one. There's X-23 and Dark Wolverine, Black Panther also canceled, but they're bringing back a few. They're going to start releasing Defenders, Scarlet Spider, and as we talked about last week, Winter Soldier's coming out. So I guess they're trimming the fat. They want to just kind of buckle down because, that's my segue, because in October, the sales, Marvel versus DC, Marvel used to be on top quite a bit for a while, and now DC has taken over with their whole New 52 thing going on. So Marvel is now at 30% of the monthly sales, and DC is at 50% of all comics. That's a lot. That's pretty good. Way to go, DC. Way to milk that. We'll see if that gravy train keeps running. Yeah, and so the top 6 were all DC for last month. The top ones that came out. The top ones you all bought. They were DC. So, sorry guys. You just killed all the Canadian superheroes. Way to go. And speaking of DC, we've got... we've got some good news coming out. Batman Beyond comics. That's good news? I don't know. The show. Did anyone like the show? Did you guys watch Batman Beyond?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Everyone, you guys liked it? All right. Well, here's news for you. The show is being made into a series. And it's going to come out digitally first, and then they're going to make it into comics. And then most likely, as they do, they're going to make it trades. So Batman Beyond, be on the lookout. We'll let you know when it comes. And it should be fun. And last but not least, the gay Teen Titan. You may have heard about this. I got my prop coming. All right. Teen Titans. If you see on the bottom there, in purple, it's Bunker. Bunker, the gay Teen Titan. He's been formally introduced this week. There's some controversy surrounding that. When you read the... when you read the issue, if you read the issue, you'll find out that they're kind of idiots because it's not that controversial. I don't know. I'm not really sensitive, but it seems pretty okay. I mean, he's not really like offensively gay. You can kind of tell, but whatever. He's just a superhero with like phantom bricks for hands and stuff. And that's it for your news this week.
Hey, I've got your upcoming events, Toronto. All right, we got a lot this week, so bear with me. I'm going to look down on my notepad because I'm not going to memorize dates and times. Not happening. Alright, so first off, Saturday, from 2 to 6, we have the Totem Sacred launch. They're launching the second issue of their series at Paradise Comics. Sketching there will be Rob Vallone, DK, and Matthew Salonen. I'm sorry, I forgot your name wrong. And then afterwards, Jacqueline will be showing up later to sign all your comics. So check it out. Totem Sacred 2 release, Paradise Comics. Saturday at 8 to 10:30, we got the Kill Shakespeare live performance. It's pretty exciting and really cool. They've teamed up with Soul Pepper for the release of their second graphic novel. So they've got a live performance of that going on. It's a bit expensive. It's like $20 per ticket, and if you buy group tickets, a little less, but it's definitely going to be an amazing performance. I'm going to be there. Totally check it out. And if you can't come to that, afterwards, 9:30 or 10-ish, they have different times, different event things. They've got the book launch for the Kill Shakespeare Volume 2, A Blast of War. It's going to be at Balzac's Cafe in Building 60 of the Distillery District. And all of that's free. The book launch after the performance, and there's going to be like food and drinks, so check it out. Also on Saturday, you're totally going to be busy, man. Totally. Tell all your friends. Busy on Saturday. Evil League of Sexy, villain-themed burlesque. What more could you want? You got like Cruella de Vil, you got Captain Hook taking off their clothes. It's by the Underground Peep Show at the Toronto Underground Cinema, and tickets are 10 in advance, which, if it's Friday, you could still get them in advance, or 13 at the door. And, of course, that's a 19-plus event. Next up, Gamer Camp all weekend. I don't really know how you can get in touch with the Gamer Camp people, but you can still do it. So just look it up online and you'll be able to find it. But specifically on Sunday, they're having screenings to go with Gamer Camp. Manborg at 2 p.m., $10 or free with a Gamer Camp badge. That's at it's in George Brown College, Room 101. I've seen Manborg. It's awesome. Hop on this opportunity, dudes. Okay, also, same event thing. Get bonus at 3:15, $10 or free with a Gamer Camp badge. Same place, George Brown, Room 101. At this point, the screenings move to the Toronto Underground Cinema for the FP, like Toronto premiere of the FP. At the Toronto Underground Cinema, $10. You don't get in free with a gamer badge for this one. And last but not least of those events, the Warriors at 9:30, and that one's absolutely free for anyone who wants to go, and that's at the Toronto Underground Cinema. And all of those screenings are brought to you by Gamer Camp, Toronto After Dark, and Dork Shelf. Sunday, The Adventures of Hergé, or Herg, I can't really pronounce his name. The book launch for the book about the guy who made Tintin. He will be there. Stanislas, that guy will be there. It's at the Steam Whistle Gallery at 255 Berman Boulevard, and that's by the Beguiling Events Group. You can find that all online. As well, the return of Gloria Badcock, book release party for issue number 1. If you liked that interview, check out the event. It's going to be awesome. You can buy the issue there for $5. It's going to be at the Buddies and Bad Times Theater at 12 Alexander Street, and it is an 18-plus event because of the sexually explicit content. On Wednesday, November 30th, at Cyber City Comics, they're having their annual Comics with Class Wine and Cheese Day. If you go to Cyber City Comics, they will serve you wine and cheese if you are of age, with your comics. And, you know, Daryl, the dude there, is going to be wearing a suit, so check it out. If you didn't already notice or know this, Cyber City Comics won award from the T.Comics, the Best Comic Shop Award. So, you know, critically acclaimed shop, check it out. Here's your chance. Last but not least, we got the Speakeasy holiday sale from 7 to 12 at the Gladstone Hotel, second floor gallery. And if you like the Speakeasy, all the people there are going to be there. They're going to have their stuff, special holiday prices. It'll be awesome. So that's it for your upcoming events in Toronto. I hope you guys have sweet time partying, being nerds in Toronto this week, because there's lots of awesome stuff going on. Enjoy.
All right, guys, I got your releases for this week. We're starting off with Jesus Hates Zombies, A Jurassic Kind of Life, graphic novel Volume 2. And Darkwing Duck and DuckTales has been 20 years in the making. Dangerous Currency Trade, it's coming out. Good stuff. We've got Aliens, Fast Track to Heaven, hardcover. We're in Deadly Cargo, underfunded and ignored research facility. Aliens come, kill people. Spoiler alert, oh my god, what are they going to do? Okay. From Dark Horse, all right. Also from Dark Horse, Star Wars Omnibus, which is At War with the Empire, Volume 2. If you like Vader and lightsabers and stuff, do it. There's also Milk and Cheese, Dairy Products Gone Bad from Dark Horse. They won an Eisner Award, so you might want to pick that up. And also, I really like the art style, so that's just me. Let's see. From DC, we've got Batgirl Trade Volume 3, The Lesson. We've got Batman, the Black Mirror hardcover, which has Hungry City mini-story wherein a dead killer whale is found in a bank. Figure that out, detectives. Figure that out. I've got Gotham City Sirens Trade Volume 2, Song of the Sirens. And, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley's Butt. So, just look at the cover, if anything. And just keep that up there for a bit. It's terrible. That is terrible. Green Lantern Omnibus, hardcover, Volume 2, also from DC, of course. This cover. Look at that cover. Just look at it. It's crazy. It's crazy. And apparently, this is a correction for last week. The Adventures of Hergé was published today. It wasn't last week. That was probably my bad. Most likely. I tend to do that. It's okay. Anyways, it was today. The event is going to be this week, so that could be really fun. DC Vertigo, Preacher, hardcover, book 5. I don't know why it took them this long to make the hardcover, but it's coming, or it's out now this week. Lovecraft Library, this is from IDW, hardcover, Volume 1, Horror Out of Arkham. It's got 8 stories set in Arkham, Massachusetts. Fictional crazy times. Enjoy it. It's great. Or is it? TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ultimate Collection, Volume 1, hardcover from IDW. That's number 1 to 7. It's over 300 pages of turtles and ninjing and that kind of thing. It's, Let's see, Image is releasing Savage Dragon Trade. The kids are all right. If you like that fish mohawk, get it on. 5 Ronin from Marvel. We have Wolverine, Punisher, Psylocke, and Deadpool being crazy in feudal Japan. They're not actually their comic selves. They're different, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they did that. It's crazy. We also have Marvel Masterworks, the X-Men Volume 4 trade. This is from 1963 stuff, all collected in a nice, happy volume if you like vintage comics. And Mighty Thor hardcover Volume 1. We've got Spider-Man, Origin of the Hobgoblins, another old one. And Ultimate Comics, Captain America trade. And finally from Marvel, we've got Uncanny X-Force, the Dark Angel saga. So it's a pretty good week for releases. Thanks a lot.
Hey guys, I'm sorry I keep forgetting to talk about this. I talk about it on my blog, but when we're in front of the camera, I just keep forgetting. Once a month, instead of having a guest on, we're going to have a book club episode where we invite fans and people who read comics to come and talk about these books with us. So the books of the month are The Stuff of Legend, Book 1, The Dark, and The Good Neighbors, Book 1. They're both on the website, and there'll be a little link under talking about it. And they're both available in the Toronto Public Library, so you don't have to buy the books to join in. You don't have to, come on the show to join in. Read the books at home, and then we can all, talk about it on the show, talk about it in the forums after, and we'll have a great time, man. So book club. So that's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us. We hope you had a good time. I had a great time. Good time?
I had a great time. Had an awesome
Good show, man. Good show. We want to thank, first of all, Maurice Vellekoop for coming in and making this awesome background for us to talk in front of. Very fun. We also want to thank Sean Ward and Hearth TV for hosting and producing this amazing feature here. I also want to thank my co-host. How's it going?
Very well.
Having a good time?
Yes. Okay.
And Dave behind the camera, thank you. And thank you guys both for your editing skills that will be coming up soon. So we hope you guys have loved the show. Come back next week. We got some of the creators of Kill Shakespeare with us. We're going to have Anthony Delcall and Andy Belanger. And it should be really exciting, man. They're great guys. So it'll be awesome. So thanks, and we'll see you next week.